Okay, בשעה טובה, סימן טוב, מזל טוב. We're starting now, ספר בראשית, and we want to learn, I heard that we want to learn about חינוך ילדים. We're going to try also to connect to רחל אימנו, which the Yortzeit of רחל אימנו is coming this week, בעזרת השם, at the end of this week. רחל אימנו is a mother, she's called אם הבנים. She is the mother of our family, the family of עם ישראל. אם הבנים שמחה. She's a happy mother. So we want to know what could we learn from רחל אימנו for חינוך ילדים. If we're beginning פרשת בראשית and נוח, now that we read, we want also to learn lessons from these parashot for חינוך ילדים. There's one thing that our family of עם ישראל, if we could say, was damaged, almost destroyed. The whole world was almost destroyed for this character. In creation, in the time of creation already, this bad character began since creation and caused people to die and caused jealousy and caused galut, hate, and death. And this is what I said, jealousy, maybe, the word jealousy. We know the brothers of Yosef had jealousy, ויקנאו בו אחיו, just because Yosef's father, Yaakov Avinu, he gave him better clothes, he gave him more respect, he made him his beloved child, and that caused the brothers to hate him and sell him and almost kill him. And for that we suffer till today. But this character of jealousy starts from the beginning of creation. What do we see it? We see it through the sun and the moon. When Hashem created the stars, He created the sun and the moon on the same level. And they were supposed to light or to lit the day. The day was supposed to have two stars of light. But after the moon came to Hashem and said, how could it be two kings in the same time? How could two kings rule on the same time? So Hashem said, you're right. So you should make yourself smaller. So He took her light completely and He gave her some light of the sun. And that's why when the Pasuk speaks in the fourth day, Yom HaRevi'i, the Pasuk speaks, first says, יהי מאורות ברכי השמיים, והיו למאורות ברכי השמיים להאיר על הארץ ויחן, ויעש אלוהים את שני המאורות הגדולים. Hashem made two big lights. So at first there were two big lights. But then it says, את המאור הגדול לממשלת היום, ואת המאור הקטון לממשלת הלילה. All of a sudden this one became big and this one became small. So Chachamim tell us, we learn from here, when a person is jealous, he doesn't win, he loses. They're supposed to make, the moon wanted the sun to be small. Hashem said, no, you be small. But in Gemara, in Masechet Chulin, we see that even though Hashem told the moon to be smaller, but still, He gave the moon all the stars. And Hashem said that every Rosh Chodesh, we have to sacrifice a goat, שעיר עזים אחד לחטאת לשם. We have to bring one שעיר חטאת לשם. Means Hashem says, give one sacrifice of חטאת for me. I sinned. I made mistake. Because why did I create them the same? Of course it's going to cause jealousy. So I made a mistake, so every Rosh Chodesh we bring a korban l'Hashem, כביכול, for Hashem. The Hashem says, bring a korban for me. This is, I think, the only time that there is such a thing, that Hashem says, bring a korban for me. In the books we see, they say that we learn from here, that when a father rebukes his son, for example, or the mother rebukes his daughter or son, and there's a fight, and he says, why me, why not this, why not my sister, why not my brother, why not this? We always have to know that sometimes we cause the jealousy, most of the time. We caused it somehow, that there is jealousy between the brothers. So what do? We learn from Hashem. Hashem says, if you're jealous of him, you start to complain, you're the one to give up. If you feel, why you give up the same? Okay, so you take less. But in the same time, you caused the jealousy. So you have to somehow make the shalom. לפייס אותו. Like Hashem told the moon, I'll give you all the stars, and I'll give you Am Israel. Like the Gemara over there says, Hashem said, Israel, Ya'akov Avinu, David, everybody is like the moon. I'll give you Am Israel, I'll give you a lot of other benefits for being smaller, for giving up. You're giving up, you give up your candy, you're giving up something, I'll give you something else, don't worry. And we have to know that for causing jealousy, we have to also suffer. We have to also ask for forgiveness for doing this. But this jealousy, in the Midrash, we see that the sun was also fighting with the moon. Not only the moon was fighting. The Midrash says that also the sun was fighting with the moon and saying, I'm bigger than you, and they were fighting who is bigger and who is more. So why the sun wasn't punished? Why was only the moon punished? So it's a difference between fighting between the kids and involving the parents. Once you come to involve the parents, somebody comes to tell about his brother, the one who comes to tell is the one to lose. He's the one that they have to give up. Later we'll understand it a little more. But when we go a little deeper in this, the mistake of the moon, what's the mistake of the moon? The moon really came with asking, why do I have to be, how could you make two kings in the same time? She said the right thing. What's the mistake? The mistake is, there's not two kings over here. There's not two kings. This is two slaves. Two servants. This is two servants of Hashem. This is not two kings. When a person feels like that he's the king, then he's jealous. Then there's jealousy. How could it be two kings? But when there is two slaves, or 100 slaves, they all have to look up on the king above. So they're all the same. It's no problem to be the same. If you are serving me and he is serving me and both of you have the same light, what's wrong with it? The whole problem of these two stars is that they felt they are the kings. This is a big mistake. When you have two people in the shul, when did they start fighting? And have questions, why me, why him, why he didn't give me aliyah, why didn't give this? Start fighting when there is feeling that they are kings. But when everybody knows his place, that there is a king above, there's no reason for jealousy. We all have to support the higher king. So many times jealousy is a result of people or children giving too much respect, too much attention. When children feel that they are kings, then why he is getting, why this, why always he has questions. Why he got more, why he got this? Sometimes giving too much attention or too much respect or too much praises is not good. We learned it from Parashat Noach, right? In Parashat Noach, Hashem said, כי אותך ראיתי צדיק לפניי בדור הזה. Hashem told Noach, I saw that you were righteous. Tzaddik. But the Torah tells us that Noach was ish tzaddik tamim. He wasn't only tzaddik, he was a complete tzaddik. So why Hashem didn't tell him, I saw that you are a tzaddik tamim? Why didn't Hashem tell him? It's not so good. It's not so good to give too much respect to somebody in his face. You could say it behind his back. It's good to say more praises behind his back. But to say to him, you have to say praises, no question. Praise is very, very important. We're going to learn about it. But when it's too much, it makes him a little bit ga'ava, brings him to become a ga'avtan. And this is endless of problems. The Midrash says, this is a pasuk in Mishle. Pasuk in Mishle, you know, Shlomo HaMelech wrote the book Mishle, unbelievable sefer to learn. So there's a pasuk over there that says, מפנק עבדו, מפנק מנוער עבדו, ואחריתו יהיה מנון. Very hard pasuk. What the pasuk means. מפנק in English is what we call spoiled. If you spoiled your slave, מפנק מנוער, when the slave is young, you already spoiled him. Aharito, at the end, this slave would not be a slave. He would be the king. He would be the commander. So the spoiling kids is like English. Spoiled is really spoiled. You're causing this kid a lot of trouble in his life. Endless problems when you spoil the kid. That's why we had Chag HaSukkot not long ago. What did Hashem tell us by Chag HaSukkot? You know what? I took you out of Mitzrayim. I put you in Sukkot. Put you in tents. If you put us in villas, He gave us beautiful cottages, villas, I don't know. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much. We should remember. We should memorize that we came out of Mitzrayim and Hashem gave us villas. What He's trying to tell us, no? Sukkot. Hashem is telling us how to educate ourselves, how to educate our kids, how to teach, what's the right way to teach. What's the right way to begin life? Marriage also. What's the right way to begin marriage? With the villa? Richness? No. The best way to begin is with small apartment, rented apartment, somewhere under the ground, I don't know, basement. Walk-in, no, the best. Yeah. This is how you start life, the best way to start life. because this is how you connect. People connect to each other when there's not too much gashmiyut involved. So Hashem says, you know how did I begin you, your nation? 40 years in desert. We were together. We were like a family. We became a family, united family, because we lived on a tent. Believe it or not, living in a tent, you become a family. Now before I continue with creation, and we get to Rachel Imenu soon, there's another story, very sad story, of somebody who killed 1/4 of the world. Quarter of the world. Who was that? Cain, right? Cain killed his brother. So we know there's Adam and Chava, Cain and Hevel, 4 people. He killed his brother. It's like 1/4 of the world. He killed. Terrible. Why he killed him? Because he was jealous. Why was he jealous? For a good reason. Seems to be. When you read the Torah, he was jealous for the good reason. What's the good reason? It says the Torah that these 2 brothers went and sacrificed to Hashem. And Hashem, he accepted the korban, the offering of Hevel, and he didn't accept the one of Cain. And Cain is the big brother. And Hashem did not accept his korban. The fire came down and took the korban of Hevel, not of Cain. Cain was very upset. How could it be that his korban is not accepted? So he was very sad. And Hashem came to him and says, why? Why are you so sad? למה נפלו פניך? למה חרלך? ולמה נפלו פניך? Why are you so upset? You should know. הלא אם תטיב שאת, אם לא תטיב לפתע חטאת רובץ. Hashem told him, listen, if you change your character, you'll become higher than your brother. And if you're not, you'll go down and down. And even though Hashem spoke to Cain, and Hashem himself spoke to Cain, Cain did not listen. He kept his jealousy. When he saw his brother the other day, he started arguing with him, and he killed him. He killed him because of jealousy. So here we see when 2 brothers from one mother have jealousy, they could go and kill each other. And even in this week's parasha, Parashat Noach, Noach had 3 children. He wanted to have another one. He said 3 is not enough. I need another one that's going to be my helper for later. I need a young boy to help me. He's 601 years old. He's an old man. He wants a child, young child, to help him to create a new world he has to build. So he's going to go with his wife and get another child. So whatever he drank and whatever happened, Ham came. Ham, his son, came and did something, somehow damaged his father in a way they couldn't have any more children. Why would he do this to his father? Why would his son do this to his father? Says Rashi. What? Ham said, what? My father is going to have another child? Now he's 601 years old. He's going to have another child? Didn't 2 brothers, Cain and Hevel, couldn't agree about this world? They were jealous about how to split this world. Now we have already 3 children. Another one is 4. How are we going to do it? So he doesn't want his father to have any more children. He did whatever he did. By the way, he had 4 children himself. Ham had 4 children. And Noach came out after he woke up. Came out Noach and cursed his 4th child. He says, if I don't have 4 children, you 4 children would be a slave. Because he needed somebody to help him. He says, your fourth child would be the slave. So what do you see again? The second sin, if you could say, in the world, is Ham, damaging his father. Why? Which character are we talking about? Kin'ah, jealousy. So let me ask you a question. Every time I have a new baby, we have a new baby in the family, so my father, Shlita, Shmerato, he says, what are you going to do? Why? He has a small brother or sister. He's going to be jealous. He's so cute, he's so loving, and he's so this, he's so happy and everything. What's going to happen tomorrow? I have another child. But then later, he comes and he sees they're kissing each other, happy, playing it together. They're not jealous. Baruch Hashem. So what do you do that kids are not going to be jealous? Most of the time. Many families that I see and I know. When there's a new baby, the one before goes crazy. Beats him up, whatever, acts weird, crying, breaking. Every child has something that he does, doesn't sleep at night, wakes up. Well, every child goes crazy when there's a new baby in the home. This is from creation, what do you want? We learn even animals. Torah says that you're not allowed to use an ox, shore, v'hamor, donkey, together to plow. Right? When you plow, you took two animals, you have to take the same. Either two ox or two donkeys. But you can mix them. It's a big sin. Why? What's the difference? Just plowing the ground, what's the big deal? So the Rishonim explain that the ox, as you know, he chews his gum. Means he keeps eating. Even when he finishes eating, he takes it up and down again and again, eats and eats and eats. But the donkey doesn't. Once he eats, it's over. He has to eat more. So what happens when you plow with them together? The donkey looks on the ox and he sees that he is eating. He's eating and I'm not. The donkey is walking, plowing, he doesn't eat. And the other one is eating. So my master, yada shor koneu, v'hamor avus ba'alav, the animals know who feed them. The donkey gets jealous. Why he gives him more than he gives me? Why he feeds him more than me? He could die on the spot. Or kill the ox, something is going to happen. Jealousy is terrible. Hashem says, do not cause jealousy between an ox and a donkey. So of course, not to cause jealousy between two brothers. Terrible. So how do we do it? One is getting more attention, he's a new baby. The mother is kissing him all day and all night, and it takes him and feeds him from one side to another side, and the other kid is going crazy. Not fair. How are we allowed to have two kids? I don't know. Even we find jealousy in creation, kind of jealousy. The trees, the earth. What did Hashem tell to the earth? To bring trees. What kind of trees? Eitz peri, oseh peri. Hashem told the earth to bring up trees that the tree himself could be eaten. Could have a taste, a good taste. Eitz peri, oseh peri. That the stalk himself, it should be with a good taste. And the earth did not listen, and both העץ עושה פרי. נע עץ פרי. Right. Why? Because the earth said, I'm going to create a tree like this. All the animals and the people are going to eat me. I'll let them eat the fruit, enough. Not to eat the tree himself. More than that. The big sin of the world, which is, it's a da'at. חווה אימנו. She ate from the fruit. Fine. She wanted to eat, she ate. Why she went and gave it to the Adam? You want to sin? It's okay. Some people have desires. So desire, you eat. But after she ate, the desires are over. Why she want to go and give it to her husband? She knows it's not allowed to. You know the answer? Jealousy.
So if she dies, she doesn't want to
Very good.
get remarried.
She is worried Hashem is going to create another Chava. If she'll die, because she ate it, she'll die because of it. Adam HaRishon is going to marry another woman. Till here. She rather him die than get another wife. And how do I know she had jealousy? What did the Nahash tell her? How did the Nahash convince her to eat? What did he tell her? She said no, Hashem said not to eat. What did he tell her?
Pushed her into it? Pushed her into the
He told her it's very tasty. What he said? Why would she eat it? He told her, כי יודע אלוהים, כי ביום אכולכם ממנו, והייתם כאלוהים, יודע טוב ורע. So Rashi explains that the Nahash told her, it's true, Hashem said not to eat. I know. But you know why did Hashem say not to eat? Not because you're not allowed to eat. Because he is jealous of you. He doesn't want you to eat from it. Because he ate from this, Ribono Shel Olam, he ate from this tree, and that's how he became God. And so he's jealous, doesn't want any God, anybody else to become a God. So he told you not to eat from it. If you'll eat from it, you'll be like Hashem. V'yitem ke'Elohim. You'll be like God if you'll eat from here. You'll be able to have you'll be so smart, it's a dot. You'll be so smart that you also know how to create the world. Oh, that made sense. It made sense to her that Hashem is what? Jealous. He's jealous. He doesn't want you to eat because... So that's how I know she has the character of jealousy. Because if she thinks that God is jealous, it's because she is jealous. Because we have a rule, כל הפוסל במומו פוסל. If you think about somebody else something, it's who you are. That's why you think everybody else is the same. So she is so jealous of Adam if he's going to go and marry another wife. And let's go a little deeper. Why did the Nahash wanted her to eat from it?
jealous about her.
Why? What did he want? What did the Nahash want? The Nahash wanted to marry Chava. He said, she's going to give it to Adam. Adam will die, and he'll marry her. That was his cheshbon. So everything around this creation is all what? Jealousy. This is deep, deep here, causing us all anger, ga'ava, running after money, running after everything. In Mesilat Yesharim, he says, if people didn't have jealousy, people would be so happy in their life. So happy. Not just happy. Everybody would live like the Bedouins. He says everybody would be so happy to live in a tent and have like a donkey outside and some chicken and some this. This is the best life. Why everybody is running to have big houses and they have to clean this all 4 floors and clean and so many clothes and so many this and changing all day and laundry and laundry and laundry and this and clothes and clothes and why? Because the neighbor has the same and this one has the same, so everybody wants to be like him and this one wants to be like this and that's how we became. So we need if we need to move, right, we need not just one trailer, we need a few trailers there for family of 3 people. If you think about it, if people didn't have jealousy, they didn't have to make weddings so expensive, bar mitzvahs and everything else. I think sometimes I see bar mitzvah, people make bar mitzvah. I know this guy came to me and asked me for money, for help, and he wants help with bar mitzvah. I go to his bar mitzvah. I say, wow, this guy is rich. For 2 hours, he's spending so much money. Feeding all these people, half the food goes to the garbage. For what? And people, for example, sitting now in America and in Europe and all these places, working day and night. All because they want to have money. In the same time, the children are learning in public school, learning this because they don't know Hebrew, they don't know how to read, they don't know Gemara, they don't know nothing. They're not in their family, they leave their parents, they leave everything, they go to live over there in order to have a few more dollars. It's all because deep is all because jealousy. He wants to be like this, he wants to be like Avraham. He heard this guy went to America, became a millionaire, he thinks he's also going to become a millionaire. People ruin the real life of themselves just because, you know, I don't know if you know about this person, but probably you heard of him. There's a guy by name Dudu Topaz. Huh? You heard of him? He was a שחקן, as they call it. Like a movie star. Make jokes and he was very, very rich person. And he got married a few times. Any comedy that he went to play was the best. He was always like, he had the most rating ever in Israel. The most rating. Whatever word he said, everybody knew. Every joke he said, everybody spoke about. So, famous. He got a little older. There was other players getting close to him. So, he tried to get rid of them. Send some people, I don't know what to do, beat them up or something, so they don't bother him. He should stay. So he ended in the jail. And then he took his life. He died in a bathroom. And one of his jokes, one of his comedies, I don't know, I was told, he said about other people, he meant himself, right? This person has this and this, and he said all these beautiful things that the world is running after. He had everything, and he still wasn't happy. לא היה מאושר. And this is how he ended his life, in a young age. So, a person could have money, cars, houses, villas, women, this, everything he wants. But if he didn't work on himself, he didn't work on this character, which is built in us, which is called kin'ah, jealousy, never be happy. So we see that Hashem created us like this, because he put it in the earth, he put it in the animals, he put it in everywhere, in the angels even. Even the angels, Chachamim said, were jealous. It says that they saw Adam HaRishon, that he was so holy. So they said, he's going to win us. He's going to become favorite of Hashem more than us. So they came to the Nachash and told him, look Chava, look how beautiful she is. Do something to Adam. You know, it was all the angels. So even the angels have jealousy. They don't have jealousy between themselves, but they have jealousy between them and us. That's what the Mepharshim explain. They are jealous that we are better than them. So if everything in the creation has jealousy, what do you want from us? So look at this. What do you think? Where should we look for the solution, for the medicine, for the where should it be written? Where? Of course in the Torah, but where? Where should I look to look for cure? I'm looking for a cure. When Hashem created Adam, right? When he created us, that's where we should look for the solution. Because you know that Adam was created after everything else. And everything else already had jealousy. So when we come, we built from everything else that will be before us. So what are we going to do? We created from the earth and the water and everything else, that everything had jealousy. Even the water had jealousy. When Hashem split the water was all on Shammai. He took it down, he split the water from the above and under. So they start fighting. Why are we here? And that's why you see the water all the time in the waves in the ocean, trying to come up all the time. So Chachamim say, because the water is crying to Hashem, why did you put us here? We want to go back up. So where is the answer? ויאמר אלוהים, נעשה אדם בצלמנו כדמותנו. Here's the answer. Well, Hashem said, let's make Adam. Let's make a person, בצלמנו כדמותנו. Like our figure. This is very hard pasuk to explain in English. But let's look in Rashi. נעשה אדם. What's the word נעשה אדם? What does it mean? Let's, together. נעשה, it's plural. נעשה אדם. Let's make a person. Who is telling Hashem? Who is Hashem telling to? The angels. The angels could do something. They could create Adam. So why is telling them? Look at this. אף על פי שלא סייעו ביצירתו. Even before that, the beginning of Rashi. נעשה אדם. ענוונתנותו של הקדוש ברוך הוא למדנו מכאן. We learn from here how Hashem is humble. Hashem is humble and he says, let's make a person. But why wasn't Hashem humble before? Everything Hashem created before, he says, ויאמר אלוקים. He didn't say נעשה. He did. He says, no. לפי שהאדם הוא בדמות המלאכים, והתקנאו בו, לפיכך נמלך בהם. הוא a person, right? A person הוא בדמות מלאך. A person is similar to an angel in a few things, not like animals. The angels are not jealous of animals. They're not jealous of anything on this creation. They're only jealous of us because we're able to speak, we're able to do a lot of things that they could do. Praise Hashem, etc. And because of that, they are jealous of us. So what did Hashem do so they won't be jealous? What did he do? He involved them. He said, let's make a person. לפי שהאדם הוא בדמות המלאכים, because the person is similar to angels, והתקנאו בו, they would be jealous of him. לפיכך נמלך בהם. That's why Hashem came to them and said, let's do it together. What do you say? Should we make Adam? What do you think? He involved them in his decision to make Adam. I think this is a solution for life. I thought about it before I knew this. That's why when I saw this Rashi, I read this Rashi many times, but I never realized that he is giving us over here the beautiful answer how to raise kids without jealousy. I tell you what I do. Before I knew even this, but I thought it was logic. We have a new baby, שעה טובה. So what do? I go to home and I bring my kids to the hospital. Everybody is welcome, from the youngest to the adult. And we go, we all want to see my wife, of course, and this, and the newborn. But most people, they right away say, no, don't bring the kids, don't bring them close, don't touch, don't this, don't. So these little kids, they come, they were so happy that they have a new brother, but all of a sudden they tell him, no, he is more expensive, he's more important, he's more delicate, or whatever, than you, and you're not allowed to touch. This is the first step to jealousy. You should do the opposite. Okay, wash your hands, whatever you have to do. You hold the baby, you let him touch him, you let him feel the baby, feel that connected. How, get him this, get his pamper, get his bottle, you make him involved. Every day. It's also a lesson, not just in the hospital, yeah? This is just the beginning. But when you come home, the kids supposed to be friends and supposed to be involved. You have to involve them in the life of the new baby. They have to be part of it. So much that at the end they're going to say enough. But once you put them, you separate, you say, no, don't touch, don't come close. He's the king now. He's the king, I was the king. And maybe another lesson over here in Israel especially, there's a nice minhag, seems to be nice, that a woman gives birth, and right away, her husband goes and gets her somewhere for a few days to go to Telstone, how do you call this? Bet Achlama. I don't know if it's vacation, but it's some rest. She needs rest, to rest. It's very good, but it's also very dangerous for the other child. The other child in the house, when he's too long without his mother, we don't know what works on his brain, something. Then when the mother comes home, again starts some distance, the child is angry in his mother. He gets angry and gets this and gets jealous that the new baby took his mother away. So sometimes you want really to recuperate, but you come home, you get more headache than you believe for I don't know, for months. With this other child that gives you a headache non-stop. So you have to really think how to do it in a way that it won't be too long. You have to bring the child over there. You have to do, I don't know, different things that this child would not feel that he's separated from his mother for long. It's enough the days that she's in hospital. It's already. But what I really meant is for the next child, for jealousy. I'm talking really about the jealousy. That we have to work hard to give attention to the other child, and as I said, involve him, just like Hashem did. Hashem said, I have children, which the Malachim. The Malachim is the children that he already had. He says, I'm bringing now another kind of angel, a small one, but they're going to be jealous of him. What should I do? I'll talk to them. So even before you give birth, even before you talk to the children and you make them a part of it. What we're going to call him, what we're going to do, which room we're going to give him, where we're going to put his clothes, everything, and involve them with everything that you're going to do. Won't be any more jealousy, any jealousy. And as I said, we're going next week, the end of this week, is going to be Rachel Imenu. So Rachel Imenu, she comes to her husband, Ya'akov, and she tells him, give me a child. And if you don't, what did she say? If you don't give me a child, I am dead. So Yaakov Avinu got upset. He says, what do you want? I have children. You don't have children. What do you want from me? התחת אלוהים אני, השם מנע ממך פרי באתם, ממני לא מנע, ממך מנע. What do you want from me? I have children. You don't have children. So what did she do? What did Rachel do right away? You remember? Rachel, she had a shifcha. She had a servant. She took a servant, Bilha, and gave it to Yaakov. And she said, אולי ייבנה גם אנוכי ממנה. She says, I'll be built from her. She gave him Bilha, and he had a child from Bilha. And after that, Rachel gave birth also. Hashem listened to Rachel, and she had Yosef. This is the story of Rachel. Now, very hard to understand Yaakov Avinu. She asked you, give me a child. What do you tell her? I have children. You don't have children. What do you want? She goes and she gives him Bilha. What's going on here? Look at this. There's a pasuk before. Before she came to Yaakov and told him, I'm dying. If you go and don't give me a child, I'm dead. There's a pasuk before. You know what the pasuk before says? Pasuk before says, V'tekane Rachel ba'achota. And Rachel was jealous of her sister. How come she has children and I don't? Rashi says she was jealous of her good deeds and etc. But still, there's some kind of, Torah says some kind of jealousy. She comes to Yaakov Avinu and she says, listen, either you give me a child or I'm dead. What did she say, dead? Because Moshe Rabbeinu told us this lesson. The Midrash says that Moshe Rabbeinu, before he died, he told Hashem, listen Hashem, I want to live more. My mother, Yocheved, was still alive when Moshe died. You know that? Moshe was 120 years old, and his mother was 130 when she gave birth to him. So make cheshbon. How old she was when he... 250. Moshe told Hashem, my mother, she already buried 2 children, Miriam and Aaron. Now she's going to bury me? I can't take it. Give me more time. Give me more life. Hashem said, you know what? I can't. Because this is the time of Yeshua. Yeshua has to be now the king, the leader. So what did Moshe say? Moshe said, okay, let Yeshua be the leader, and I'll be a student. Hashem said, okay, you want to be a student? You be the student of Yeshua. That day, Hashem came down to the Mishkan, and he called Yeshua. And was a cloud between Yeshua and Moshe. Moshe couldn't come inside. When Yeshua came out, Moshe asked him, Yeshua, what did Hashem tell you? What the prophecy you got today? So Yeshua told Moshe, excuse me? When you used to be the leader, you the prophet, did you tell me what Hashem told you? No. So now I'm the prophet and I cannot tell you what Hashem told me. Right away Moshe said, 100 מיתות ולא קנאה אחת. It's better to die 100 times and not to be jealous one time. I rather die than be jealous. Such bad character, if I be jealous of my student, it's terrible. And I cannot do it, I rather die. And that's why he died. Same thing happened with Rachel. Rachel, as we know, she gave the simanim and she did everything. She had no jealousy whatsoever of a sister. She was willing to give a sister Leah, Yaakov Avinu. So Rachel is Ema Banim Semecha. She's supposed to be a happiest woman. Because a person who has no jealousy is always happy. That's how you know, no jealousy. Because a person jealous, he could never be happy. He could only make believe he's happy. But he's always thinking, looking at this guy. Right? So Rachel was Ema Banim Semecha because she has no jealousy. She was willing to give Yaakov to Leah. But after, when Leah had 4 children, and she had no children, what did she feel? What did Rachel feel? Jealousy. When she felt this, she said, I rather die. Yaakov, either you give me a child or it's finished. Yaakov answered to her, listen, the problem of not having children is not mine, because I have. The problem is yours. You have something that you have to fix. Yaakov was not, he was ish emet, he was a true man. Titen emet leYaakov. Yaakov could not lie. He said the truth. I am perfect. I have children. It's you the problem. What do you mean? What's my problem? What did you say? You want to die. Why you want to die? Because you have jealousy. So you know what? This is your problem. That's why you have no children. Hashem wanted you to fix that. To create a level of jealousy that even you, Rachel, have to correct. When Hashem gave you the test of Leah and Rachel, giving the simanim, giving this, getting married, you passed the test. Okay. But Hashem now raised your level and He gave you a bigger test. What's the test? Now, let's see. She has children and you don't. Now what? Would you be jealous? She had something. Hashem says, you see, Yaakov Avinu told her, you see, this is why you have no children. This is what Hashem wants you. Before you have children, correct this. And what did she do? Right away. How did she correct it? She gave her husband her servant. That's not a sister, that's a servant. Because a woman is jealous that her husband is going to take another woman. So not just that her sister is there, now her servant is there. So even more jealous she should be. But she says, since this is my problem, how do I correct it? I work on it. Ulai yibane mimena. This is how I'm going to be built. Going to be built. this when a person is working on his midot, when his person is working on midot, that's how you build up yourself. You're becoming a better person. But in the Sefer Yalkut Reuveni, it brings from a Sefer Kabbalah which is called Gal Yarazia, which is a student of the Arizal, Torah of the Arizal. He says, who was born after this? From Rachel? Yosef. Yosef is Gematria 156, which is Gematria Kin'ah. Yosef is Gematria Kin'ah, jealousy. And the whole story, the life story of Yosef, from A to Z, is all about jealousy. This is how the Galut started and everything started. So the Gal Yarazia says, listen to this. This time that it says, Vatekane Rachel ba'achota, this is a short time, I don't know for how long was it, for some time. She had jealousy from her sister. For this time, was jealousy between brothers and Yosef. Yosef and the brothers, Vaikanu bo Yachav, and all jealousy that came up, it's all a result of kin'ah between the two sisters. So a small, little, very, very little jealousy that our parents have becomes very big in the children. If we don't work on ourselves, what's going to be with the children? So parents have to first of all work on their midot before they're going to start working on the midot of the kids, the children. If you show your children, they hear and they see that you fight with your sister, you fight with your neighbors, you fight with your mother, you fight with this, you fight with this, and my parking spot, and this is mine, this is you, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. The kids hears mine, mine, mine all day. What do you want for him to do? But if the kid sees, you know, the Mishnah says in Avot, Sheli, Sheli, Veshelcha, Shelcha, Zu midat Sdom. Mine is mine, is yours, is midat Sdom. This is Sdom. What? Mine is mine, yours, yours. This is perfect. 100% perfect person. He's supposed to be a judge in Supreme Court. If a person could get to a level, the mine is mine and yours is yours, he never steals, he should be in Supreme Court. But the Torah says, Chachamim said, this is Maaseh Sdom. In Sdom, they said, it's my parking spot, it's my house, and my this, I have a dog outside, no, don't come in. Beware of dog. Mine is mine, yours is yours. I don't touch yours, and you touch mine. For HaKadosh Baruch Hu, this is nothing. This is Dom V'Amora. This is when a person gets used to mine is mine and doesn't share. This is how even two people that have the whole world, Cain and Hevel, two people just in the whole world cannot get along. Because mine is mine, is yours, yours. Oh, what is mine, what is yours?